In the remote heart of the Australian outback, nestled within the quiet town of Junee, New South Wales, stands a grand and imposing mansion. From a distance, it appears as a magnificent relic of a bygone era, a proud testament to Victorian architecture. But as daylight fades and long dark shadows stretch across its grounds, the true nature of the Monte Cristo Homestead is revealed. This is not merely a historical landmark. It is a monument to suffering, a living tombstone where the echoes of a horrifying past have never faded. Built in 1885, this estate conceals a dark legacy, its very foundations soaked in tragedy and death. Within its walls, restless souls are trapped, their anguish seeping into the very fabric of the building. This is the chilling, true story of Australia's most haunted house, a place where death has carved its indelible mark into every room and corridor. The spirits of the past still linger here, their presence spreading a palpable terror to any soul brave enough to cross the threshold and confront the horrors within. The story of Monte Cristo's curse begins with its original owners, Christopher William Crawley and his wife, Elizabeth. They built the house as a symbol of their prosperity, a grand family home meant to stand for generations. However, from its earliest days, the homestead became a stage for a relentless series of tragic and violent events, each one laying another stone in the foundation of its haunted reputation. The cycle of death began with the most innocent of victims. It is said that one of the Crawleys' own children, an infant girl, met a horrifying end when she was dropped or fell down the grand, ornate staircase. The sound of her tiny body hitting the unforgiving floorboards was the first of many death knells to echo through the home. This initial tragedy was only the beginning. The curse seemed to follow those who served the family as well. A pregnant housemaid, entangled in a desperate situation, fell to her death from the upstairs balcony. The circumstances remain shrouded in mystery. Was it a tragic accident, a desperate leap, or was she pushed by an unseen hand? Whatever the truth, both she and her unborn child perished, their spirits forever bound to the spot where their lives were so violently extinguished. The darkness was not confined to the main house. In the stables, a young boy who worked as a stable hand was gruesomely killed. He had been absent from work, and as punishment, his master allegedly locked him in the barn. A fire broke out, and the boy was burned alive, his screams for help lost to the flames. Each of these horrific deaths added another tormented soul to the homestead's spectral population, creating a horrifying symphony of pain, resentment, and unending sorrow that continues to play out to this day. Of all the spirits said to inhabit the Monte Cristo homestead, none is more persistent, more present, or more terrifying than that of the matriarch herself, Mrs. Elizabeth Crawley. After her husband, Christopher, passed away in 1910, Elizabeth's grief consumed her. She descended into a state of profound reclusion, confining herself almost exclusively to the house for the remaining 23 years of her life. It is believed she only left her home on 2 occasions during that entire period. Her intense and possessive connection to the homestead in life seems to have transcended death itself. Her spirit, now a formidable and controlling presence, is believed to still roam the halls, eternally watching over the property she refused to leave. Her ghostly figure is most frequently encountered in what was once her master bedroom. Visitors who dare to enter this space often report a sudden, suffocating drop in temperature and an overwhelming sense of being watched by an unseen entity. Many have felt an icy, disembodied hand touch their shoulder, or a firm, inexplicable push, as if being warned to leave. The apparition of an elderly woman, dressed in period clothing, has been seen staring intently from windows, standing at the top of the grand staircase, or gliding silently through the corridors. Elizabeth Crawley's spirit is not a passive remnant of the past. It is an active, commanding force, the true mistress of Monte Cristo, whose ghostly reign has never ended. The terrifying presence of the Crawley family is matched by the house's intense and well-documented poltergeist activity. Monte Cristo Homestead is a playground for unseen forces where the laws of physics are routinely defied. Guests on ghost tours and overnight staff have become accustomed to witnessing phenomena that have no rational explanation. Heavy objects, such as cups, plates, and utensils, have been seen sliding across tables or levitating momentarily before crashing to the floor. Doors, even those that have been securely locked, are known to creak open or slam shut with violent force, moved by an invisible hand. The most unsettling occurrences, however, are the sounds that emanate from the seemingly empty rooms and corridors. The distinct sounds of children, their innocent giggles and heart-wrenching cries, frequently echo through the house, a chilling reminder of the young lives lost within its walls. The most common auditory phenomenon is the sound of a child's voice, desperately calling out for mama, a plea that seems to hang in the air with tangible sorrow. In one of the children's rooms, an old antique baby carriage sits as a silent sentinel. Numerous witnesses have reported seeing it move on its own, rocking back and forth or rolling across the room, as if being pushed by the spectral hand of the infant who perished on the stairs. These paranormal events suggest that the young, tragic souls of Monte Cristo are forever trapped, eternally reliving their final moments and searching for the comfort they never found in life. For those who have dared to spend an entire night within the cursed walls of Monte Cristo, the experience is often one of pure, unadulterated terror. The tales of direct, personal encounters with the supernatural are both numerous and deeply disturbing. Many guests sleeping in the homestead's bedrooms have reported being violently awoken in the dead of night, feeling phantom hands grabbing their wrists or unseen forces pulling at their legs, as if trying to drag them from their beds. Others have recounted the horrifying sensation of something heavy sitting on their chest, making it difficult to breathe, accompanied by the chilling feeling of being watched by a malevolent presence in the darkness. The auditory evidence is just as compelling. Visitors and paranormal investigators alike have recorded distinct whispers that manifest out of thin air, sometimes speaking directly into their ears. Pained groans, heavy, ragged breathing, and the muffled sound of weeping are commonly heard in rooms that are verifiably empty. Specialized equipment has captured extensive evidence of EVP, or electronic voice phenomenon, recording clear, disembodied voices that seem to answer direct questions, offering chilling messages from the other side. The evidence is overwhelming. This house is not just a place with a haunted history. It is a volatile location where the veil between the living and the dead is terrifyingly thin, and the spirits actively and often aggressively interact with anyone who enters their domain. Today, the Monte Cristo Homestead stands as it has for over a century, its grand facade a mask for the profound darkness that festers within. It remains a chilling, living reminder of the catalogue of tragedies that unfolded within its cursed walls. The spirits trapped there, from the grieving matriarch to the innocent children and wronged servants, have never left. They are prisoners of their own history, their pain and sorrow forever echoing through the silent halls, a never-ending curse born from Australia's bloody past. The question that remains is a simple one. Do you possess the courage to walk these haunted corridors and confront the restless spirits of Monte Cristo? Or, like so many others before you, will you find yourself fleeing in terror from this inescapable legacy of death?